Hello and welcome. This is Silverox, and on today's episode we are going to be assembling the Nier automata machine lifeform. Like always, if you like this and you want to get it for yourself, then go to my Patreon at patreon.com/silveroxcraft. With only a $2 subscription, you are able to get this and every other project I had in the past. Also, remember to leave a comment, rating and subscribing to my channel. It helps out a lot. Thank you and enjoy the video. Sincronização, sincronização. 2, 2, 2, 2. So, so in front of you, you should have about 27 different pieces with all of the STL files printed out. Of course, I'm going to have less because I have some of the pieces pre-built just for the purpose of this video. The other thing is, some of these pieces, like the pegs, because they weren't fully printed because for some reason the printing failed, but they are still usable as they were more than halfway done. But if you are going to use these while fully printed, they need to be sanded down slightly just to be able to fit inside the pegholes right there. The other thing is, most of this build is meant to be posable. Though because of the restriction of the 3D printer, some of these are actually so tight that they can break, specifically the hip pieces right here, and others like the hip joint, the joint to the torso, is actually incredibly loose. I didn't have time to adjust all the tightness of the pieces, so I'm just gonna go with what I currently have. If you want to take on this subject as some nail polish in the joints, and they will stick together much more than they are here, and for this of course just sand them down, and that does do the trick quite nicely. So with all the pieces in front of you, we are going to need something to glue them together. I'm using this plastic. Let me just get the light out of the way. This is a plastic adhesive for art plastics. It's not a specific brand, it's just something I got that was cheap, so this is what I'm going to be using. And to start off, we are going to be getting rid of the legs as fast as possible. So corta agora. Então, 3, 2, 1, continua. So these are the four main parts of the leg, as well as the two additional pins for putting them all together. And these three pieces we are going to leave on the background for now. They will be used to attach the legs to the body, so let's keep them back there. To start off, get what's going to be the lower leg, which is this piece right here. In my Blender files I have all the pieces laid out nicely, so you know what actually goes where, but this one, the curvature goes towards the front, and you are going to get the smallest of the pins, and you are going to have to force this because this is actually incredibly tight. So 1 minute please. And after I had to hammer this into place, just rotate it slightly just to loosen up the joint right there, and you can see what we are left with, if I can show you the two of them. This is pretty much what you're gonna need. And of course, once this falls to the ground, you can go ahead and add this. This is going to be the hip joint, and the hip joint is actually one of the loosest fitting pieces. I can actually push this into place with my finger, and it is actually posable. So that's a plus on this. The entire thing was meant to be posable, but of course, because of constrictions, I wasn't able to completely do it. For example, I actually have to glue the foot in place, so because of it, that's completely solid. I wanted it to be also to be actually tiltable, as it would tilt the leg to the side and the foot would stay down. I wasn't able to do that because the grip between the bottom part of the lower leg and the foot itself wasn't strong enough. So next part is the hip joint, on the first part of the hip piece. Here we have 3 slots that we are going to be using. The 2 side ones, of course, are going to be used for the legs, and these don't require any glue whatsoever, so we just push them into each other, and this is what we are left with. Now we are going to be using these 2 pieces. These 2 pieces are part of the lower section of the body. Let me just get it to the side so I can show you. And inside it's the pivot point for the hips. Now, of course, since this entire thing is about as big as the hole is here, I couldn't actually fit it one, so I had to split this into 2 different sections, like this, and they are fed into the slot individually. So the first one goes just like this, and once it gets almost all the way to the front, you just rotate it out of the way, and that gives you enough space to add the second joint, and then just do a half turn until the groove points toward the front. Now this isn't essential, I just do this so I don't have to glue the 2 halves together just now. So that is the legs and the hips done, and setting that to the side. We are going to be working on the arms. The arms are just composed of these 4 pieces, so the arm is actually one of the simplest parts to put together. Just grab what's going to be the upper and lower arm, snap them together, grab what's going to be the shoulder, and snap it into the arm. And that's pretty much it. The only thing we have left to do is glue the hand to the wrist. So just add some glue to it, press it into place, and that's more than enough to put the arm together just like that. So I'm setting these 2 to the side, just like that. I'll also make sure that the glue has enough time to settle. So now we are left with the final 4 pieces to assembling the machine. Of course, you already saw what 2 of them are. 2 of them are going to be the head, and of course these are just going to be glued together. Making sure, of course, that the bolt on the side of the details are properly aligned, and squeezing the entire thing together. Removing any excess glue. Don't worry, this isn't super glue, so my fingers are actually not going to glue together. So while that is setting, just put it to the side. Be careful because now it is a complete sphere, so it will want to run away. We are going to start assembling everything. The first step is going to be grabbing what it is essentially the top of the body and the neck of the figure, grabbing the arms, and these cylinders are actually going to fit into the body, if I can ever get them in. They should be tight enough to hold the arms in place. And there we go. That fits into place just nicely. And of course now we are going to have to glue the bottom of this section to this one. Now this piece is going to have the hole where the hip is going to attach to, so we are going to glue it on the underside of this, once again with the bolt details aligning. So once they're aligned, just press them together, and for some reason this glue does tend to work a lot better through contact than it does through anything else, but that's the arms there right done. So I'm just gonna lower the camera, and now all we need to do is put all of them together. So you're gonna grab your legs, there's a hole that's going to be attaching the top of the body to the bottom, and that leaves the majority of the figure done right there. So now you're going to lower the arms so they're easier to work with. There we go. And we are going to grab our head, raise this just a bit, and we are just going to set it down. Now I'm not going to be gluing the head to the figure itself, mostly because of that. The legs can't really support the weight of the figure as it stands, so, and of course the head becomes much more posable if I don't glue it into place, and I just can turn it to the side, and it does express a lot bigger range of emotions if you allow it complete freedom. That is the reason why this piece is going to stay right there. And that is pretty much it. This is of course going to be the first on my machines from the Nier series. I do hope you enjoyed this,